Hey, man.
Hey, time to pick up that Tesla, man.
That Model Y.
What's up, people? It's your boy ABC here. And yes, it's a very exciting day today. You know what day it is? Delivery day. Yep, ordered my Tesla and it's time to actually pick that up. And yes, that was me and my friend on my way to get my Tesla. I said in my previous video, he's always had his Tesla for about 3 years now. And he drives a Model 3, very cool car. So he was one of my convincing factors, even though I don't like to say it. But yes, he took me to the dealership to pick my Tesla. And like I said in my previous videos, if you haven't watched my videos yet, I did a video about the whole Tesla ordering process. So if you haven't seen that video, be sure to go back and check it out. And I've ordered it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep making videos about this Tesla, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinions. Okay, so the good, the bad, and the ugly about the car, I'm gonna bring it all to you. So today we're gonna talk about delivery. When I went in to pick the car, the advantages, the disadvantages, what I liked, what I didn't like. So without wasting much time, I actually had some hiccups here and there, which I'll talk about. But without wasting much time, let's get into this and let's talk about delivery day. So after you submit your order, you have to create your Tesla account, right? And then you have to download the Tesla app, which is where you're going to track all your delivery items. I highly recommend that you download the Tesla app right away so that you'll be able to see what is going on in there. So by the way, when you download the Tesla app, this is what it's going to look like, right? So you're going to see your registration where you have to submit your stuff, the incentive if you qualify for any trade-ins, if you're trading in any cars, and then finance and what bank is going to finance it for you, and then your delivery appointment. So you have to schedule the delivery appointment, and your insurance. You do that before you pick up the car. Your final payment, if you have to make any payments, and your agreements, right? And then you schedule your delivery day. So just so you know, you don't have to complete all of these things, but I highly recommend you complete them, because when you do so and you go in, it makes the process a lot smoother and a lot easier, right? And mine, what I didn't really like, and like I said, I'm gonna tell you what I liked and what I didn't like. What I didn't really like, which I wish Tesla would correct it to some extent. I put in my order on Sunday, and Tesla sent me an email that the car was ready within the next day, and they gave me 3 days to pick it up. If I didn't pick it up within those 3 days, then pretty much they could reassign the car to somebody else. And I just felt like the dealership is 1 hour away from my house. It was weekdays. People have lives, we work. So when I ordered it, they told me it was gonna be 15 to 30 days. That's how long it was gonna take for the car to be ready. But I'm guessing they had one like what I ordered in stock already. So the next day they told me, hey, your car is ready. You need to schedule your delivery day appointment. And I had 3 days to go pick it up. And I was like, you can at least give me 1 week. I could pick it because it was Monday. I could have picked it up on a weekend or something. But 3 days, that means I have to take off work to go get the car, since the dealership is an hour drive away from me. Somebody was going to drive me there to pick the car. I have to, make them adjust their schedule and all of that. So that 3 day margin, I didn't like it. Okay, I didn't like it. But anyways, luckily I had some free time at work, and my friend who took me in that first video, he had some free time as well. So we were able to schedule around it, and we went in to pick the car up. So this is when we got it in to pick the car up, right? This was me just signing my papers, signing my life away, I guess. But that was me signing the papers. The whole process lasted for like 15 minutes, right? Lasted for 15 minutes. It was very easy since I had already completed everything on the app. That's the key. When you complete things on the app, it makes the process easier. So when I got in there, it was pretty much showing me the DMV papers and what I need to sign, just so they could get me the license plates and register the car in my name. And I mean, it was like 2 pages of signatures, and we were done. It was very short, very simple. I commend Tesla for that. They made the process very easy. And then that was me. Walked out with the guy from Tesla. He just showed me my car. This was the most exciting moment. Just walking, I had so much curiosity. I was like, which one of these is mine? Right? So he took me directly to the car, and then he showed me my car. Oh, that was cool. He showed me my car. First one, he said, nope, this is not yours. And then we went to the second one, and then he was like, yeah, this is your car. And then he gave me the keys. I blew a kiss on it. I love that car. So he gave me the 2 keys, right? You get 2 key cards from Tesla, and then they set up your phone key for you. So yeah, I set it up, and from this point on, it was inspection. Guys, and I'm going to say this and say it again. When you go in to pick your Tesla, you're going to be very excited. So due to the excitement, you will be ready to take the car home. But inspect the car. If it takes you 5 hours to inspect that car, take your time and inspect the car to make sure you don't find any issues on it before you take it home. Because if you don't take your time and inspect it, and you take it home and you find issues that maybe is not qualified under warranty, you're going to have to pay for it yourself. And it's pretty inconvenient if you have to take the car home and you find issues and you have to bring it back to fix it. I know why I'm saying this. I've done another video called why I almost rejected my Tesla delivery, because I actually had issues on mine and Tesla had to get it fixed before I take the car home. But inspect the car. And number one thing, on the app, after you're done with the paperwork, it's going to say accept or reject your delivery. Do not click the accept unless your inspection is done and you believe everything checks out for you. Okay? Do a lengthy inspection. Check things over and over again. Check everything. And this is what I'm going to walk through. I'm going to walk through the inspection process. Give you a glimpse of things you can check out for. And then that should give you a pretty good idea of what to inspect when you go. But please do that before you click that accept button and take the car home. Don't just follow your heart and your excitement and just take the car. So this is what you do, right? So check the surroundings of the car, the exterior, open the doors, check everything in general, right? And you want to check the rims to make sure that the caps are very tight in it, snagged in it very well. That's what I was doing. And just check the exterior for any paint issues. Check the interior for any seat tears or anything. If there's any issues with the leather, you want to check the joints to make sure they are all coming in properly. That's what I was doing here. Checking the joints to make sure that there's no obvious like wider joints or anything, right? So I almost fell there, but I was good. So I checked it out. It's very important. Check the paint, right? Like look over it over and over again to make sure that there's no paint chips on it or anything. Because if there is, at that point you can choose to reject the car, right? Here I was checking the doors. You want to check the doors, open it and close it to make sure they close properly. Like I was checking the lights here, making sure the lights work the way they were supposed to. Check your door buttons. Open the door, close the button to make sure that it closes properly. You know, the trunk. You want to check your frunk. That's what they call it. I didn't know that. You want to make sure you have your tow hitch in the frunk. Yeah, make sure you have your tow hitch there. It's very important when you need it. Check all those panels to make sure they're well built, right? And there's no obvious loose panels or anything. And you want to check the door trims. Make sure everything is well in place. You know, make sure nothing is coming up or nothing is loose on it, right? That's what I was doing here, checking all of that out to make sure that everything is well in place. Before you go in, plan for things. You know, watch these videos so that you know what to check. I was checking the trunk to make sure that everything is well over there. Make sure you have your adapter. This is the adapter that you're going to use to charge at non-Tesla charging stations, right? So make sure you have it. Make sure the trunk looks the way it's supposed to look. Make sure there's no obvious like issues in there. And just that's what I'm saying. Visual inspection. Make sure the seat buttons actually work the way they're supposed to. And the seat go down. This is where I had one of my issues. So in my next video, I'll talk into detail about it. But make sure all the buttons here, I was just checking the back seat to make sure that they're working the way they were supposed to. And I'll put it back the way it is. And yeah, check for all of that. Seat buttons, right? Is very important. As you can see here, I checked this one out. And this is one of my seats, they wouldn't fold, which is one of the issues I had. So here, the front seat, I'm checking the buttons to make sure that they actually move the way they're supposed to. They actually adjust the way they're supposed to. Very important, because you don't want to take the car home and the seat doesn't adjust, And here, I was testing out the speakers, right? Very important. My car is power and speakers. Those are the two things I like in my car. So I was testing the climate first to make sure my air conditioning works, right? So I checked to make sure it works. I connected my phone to make sure the Bluetooth works, and then I played music to make sure it was good. So this was me again, just inspecting the AC to make sure that when I increase it, it works. I'm testing my speakers, and is it equalizer? Yeah. So adjust them differently to make sure that when you adjust it, the music actually, the sound out of the music actually changes as well to match it. That's how you do it. So I was just adjusting all of that to make sure that when the adjustments are done, the sound changes, and to make sure everything is working the way they were supposed to. Luckily for me, here everything was working. And man, I must say Tesla has the best speakers I've ever seen. I've sat in a lot of cars, the Benz, the BMs, all of those, none of them beat the Tesla speakers. I would say this with my head up high, because I've been in cars, and Tesla so far, my Tesla has the best speakers. And when you adjust it, amazing. Put the car in play mode and play with the screen, right? Make sure that there's no dead spots on the screen, right? And make sure everything is working. That's what I was doing here, just drawing lines on the screen to make sure that there wasn't any dead spots. And then finally, you want to check to make sure that your surroundings, right? Like put the car in reverse, try to drive it to make sure that the camera is able to pick up your surroundings. I let my friend stand in front of it, and I try to drive it to make sure that it will sense him. I think since it was new, it took some time to calibrate. So if you're taking it right away, this part may not work the way it's supposed to yet, but just so you know, that's how it is. So, these are just some of the things, right? I just gave you a quick overview of what I was checking for, but I took like 2 hours to do this inspection. And like I said, I had an issue, which I'll talk about in my next video in detail, because I don't want to make this video too long. But overall, I would say Tesla's delivery, it was amazing. Me filling the things up in the app, it was pretty self-explanatory. It was just putting information that I knew in there, and I financed with Tesla, so I didn't even have to go dig for that information. I got my insurance with Tesla. If you're not sure what insurance you want to go with, and me, when I was checking it, every insurance was giving me a pretty high price. Tesla gave me the lowest ones. The disadvantage of the Tesla insurance is it adjusts based on your driving, habits. So I would say once you go with it in the beginning, if it changes later and you don't want to use it anymore, that's cool. You just go for your own insurance. But I went for the Tesla insurance to begin with, so it made it easier for me. I didn't have to go shop for new insurance right away. And with that, I was able to pick up my car. Like I said, the paperwork lasted less than 15 minutes, and I did my inspection. If it wasn't for the issue that I found, then the process lasted like less than 30 minutes. It would have been amazing. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I picked it up. I've been driving it. I'll continue bringing you videos. I'll bring you my 1,000-mile update. If I'm having any issues, I'll talk about it. I'll be taking a road trip with it soon. I'll bring you the updates. Is it worth it? The percentages, the amount you pay to charge it. Is it all worth it? I'll bring it all to you. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, share the video with somebody who will find it useful, and I'll continue to bring you more videos on my Tesla. And if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to drop them and I will surely reply to you. So thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.